Thank you for joining me for another wow moment, and I hope you enjoy the conversation. I hope you're enjoying the scenery too. I absolutely love flowers. I'm my mother's child. I love the outdoors. I love the smell of the freshness, the same as I love the smell of coffee. Just a thought that I thought I'd share with you guys before unpacking a moment. Wanted to know, what are we building? That question is more rhetorical, but it's for me and it's for you. What are you building? I told you I wanted to share with you about oxymorons. That's the word on the table, no matter what we're talking about today. Let that forever be in the foremost of your thought. Oxymorons. I'm in my 50 plus. Share that with you. And what I want now is totally different from years prior, even last year. I would say to myself, I'm building and growing toward a better life. And that sounds good coming out of my mouth. But when I looked around at my actions, when I looked around at the progress, the same way you can see the scenery in the back, and you can see, even without watching, that this has been tended to and cared for, and that's why it's growing strong. I could see things in my life that were neglected, took root, grew strong. I can see things in my life that I wanted to grow, but I didn't give it the nourishment that it needed. And so it aborted itself before it even had a chance. You following me, guys? What are we building? And are our actions in alignment with the things that we say we are building? That's the oxymoron thing going on. I don't know about in your life, but I'm checking out me, okay? Because I am learning by watching me. The me of past, present, and the one I would love to meet in the future. Does that make sense to you guys? I can't re-raise my children. And they are off the charts awesome. You got to know them to love them. That's word. But I have a lot of time that I'm spending in the presence of my grandchildren. What a blessing. A challenge on most days, but a blessing. And I said, Lord, I don't just want to be in their presence. I want to instill life into these little lives, healthy lives. He's allowing me to do that. He's bringing into my remembrance what frustrated me as a mother, and that my coping mechanism had matured in age. So when I was a mother, and I kept saying I wanted to build a family, I was tearing it down without knowing because I didn't have the proper coping skills. You follow? You understand me? Whereas with these little people now, I can look at a situation and say, I know how to nip that in the bud, as my mother would say. So I'm looking as I'm walking. What had me thinking about the oxymoron about if we're building or tearing down, I said, Lord, is that even possible? Can you have an oxymoron thing going on there? He said, absolutely. You can say out of your mouth that I'm building, and with your hands tear it down. I said, ooh, ouch. And I thought about it. I used to pray and thank God for life and health and light up. Oxymoron. I told you my son shared with me. So what you're saying is You basically paying somebody to kill you. My children, you got to know them to love them. So I'm looking at the squirrels. I go by this house. And the foundation this man is laying, it seems like it's secure. But the squirrels found a way in. How often have we believed that we have secured ourselves a situation, an experience, and yet there was a creak or crack somewhere in the foundation, and you're like, whoa, how did that happen? Because you were building, but there was a crack that was tearing something down, and you weren't aware of it. You understand? Did I go too fast on that one? Let me backtrack. The Department of Leisure Services is in the Second Ward Playground with the intent on purpose to clean it up. Behind the scenes, God knew, they didn't know, it wasn't on the schedule. A man decided, I'm going to walk my dog. Now, in and of itself, that's not a problem. But you walk your dog in the place where children play with no bag to clean up after, that's for one, and you disregarded the warning sign that said child's play. Remember, I did that segment when we say warning comes before destruction. There's a difference between a stop and a rolling stop. Remember, we talked about that? When what you say is not in alignment with what you do, or if what you say and what you do is in alignment, but you somewhere is still not getting the results that you desire, check your foundation, guys. Check your foundation. Make sure that there are no cracks there. You know, when you go to the hospital for what could be a break or a fracture, they have to do an x-ray because there are some things that the natural eye cannot pick out. Well, this has been another wow moment. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. Please, wherever you are in life, continue to have them. They're worth having. Take care.